Welcome to your inspirational astrology horoscope for Thursday, January 17th, 2013. I'm astrologer David Palmer, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Well, the Sun and Mercury are conjunct. This is a powerful day for us to become completely aware and understand of what is going on in our life. It's been a while since we've had a Sun and Mercury conjunction, and this is always an amazing day to come into the clarity that you seek, especially since we are needing to become clear on so much that has been going on over the last 3 and 4 months as we've been dealing with Saturn in Scorpio now since October. So this is the first time we completely understand the cuts that we are making in our life, exposing of the fears, exposing of the anxieties. And you know, one thing about Scorpio is it is black and white energy. And to me, I see this as the two emotional states. There is either really dark or really light. And out of all this darkness and lightness comes all the emotional states. So let's take an example with dark. You know, fears, anxiety, jealousy come the dark. Light energy, joy, happiness, you know, optimism. We are finding out what's getting in between us reaching that light. We must go into the dark. And you know what? We're going into the dark in our lives to make sure that we go, wow, I've been so fearful of this in my life. I've been fearful of this commitment. I've been fearful of this. Because you unveil the truth. Maybe it's more than just a fear. Maybe it's a fear because you actually don't want to maybe hook up with that person or be in that job anymore. We have to start understanding now that in order for us to have the best life possible, to reach our true potential and to reach our highest goals, we have to make sure that emotionally we are vibrating in our joy and our happiness, and this only happens by us walking into the dark with a flashlight and start unveiling the truth. Every Scorpio is going to find out a lie. Don't ever lie to a Scorpio. But we can also use this energy today to understand our values. We just finished up the Venus and Pluto conjunction. And Venus and Pluto are still conjunct here, but it's on the tail end. This is really where we start to process and understand the new desires that we seek, the new values that we seek, but most importantly as well, the new foundation we're going to lay and building a new structure in our life to make sure that we have the right relationships with us, that we have the right desires that we are going to align with and values. Because in order for us to really reach the top of our mountain right now, and for us to come into the clarity, we need to truly understand that we need to have all of these right relationships and values in the right place, but at the same time, we are dealing with our own personal stuff. The moon in Aries still today. Very emotional over our personal needs, our personal wants, our personal desires, the individual self. What makes you a David Palmer or a whatever your name is? The very specific things that you want to courageously go for. It's coming into some squares here. You know, the moon in Aries here is making sure that we're not going to let our ego get in the way. One thing is, you know, as we come into the clarity, I like to take a snapshot of all the stars to make sure this is what the universe really wants us to understand. We really need to understand that emotionally our ego, which emotionally there are desires that we want, there are things that we want, I want this, can't get in between the breaking down of the old structure. There could be ego that is holding on to the old rules still. Oh, I know I can't be with that person. They don't even want to be with me, but you know, I still like them kind of energy. It is where you have to break free, and these are the last day, especially into tomorrow and coming into the weekend, where we must break free emotionally. We must step into the desires of really stepping past more of just an ego sense, but stepping past a sole purpose of beauty. One where it's like, you know what, this is what I really want in my life. I want love. But you have to realize that the structure in your life, that the rules you've been living by, need to change in order for you to achieve that love, and it will take some cuts, Saturn and Scorpio, of some raw truth. This is the blade cutting into some raw flesh. This is not, you know, honey. It's not like, you know, opening a bottle of honey and it going sour. This is us cutting into the truest and deepest parts of our life. The reality check. One thing about Capricorn energy, or whenever energy comes into an earth sign, it's a deep reality check. The clarity is also as well that your mind can't be going all over the place, and this attitude and all this stuff can't be coming in between the truth anymore. Your truth needs to work for the mind, and your mind understand the truth. Opposed of running a game or making up, something in your head where, oh, well, maybe they'll come back to me. Maybe if I keep putting my energy into this value system, that it will eventually come, even though it's not. This is where we leave all this behind and we step into our true self. The self that is going to courageously get what it really wants because you're exposing the deep truth inside. And most importantly, you are realizing right now that the plans, that the structure of your life are actually very important, because when you are precise, when you are tailored, and when you have a plan with the abilities to reach it to the top, you can make whatever you want happen. Check out my website, david-palmer.com, because I have my reading sale to the end of Sunday. So if you book by Sunday, you get the discounted price on my 30, 60, and 90-minute readings. If you're looking for a one-on-one astrology class, I have those all up at the astrology classes on my website. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Make sure you understand what it is you truly want, and time to let go of the old rules and old structure and step into the courage of becoming a new you. I'll see you guys tomorrow.